today I'm going to do a book review of one of my favourite series of the year that I finished, and I loved it so much. I already have a review of the first book, which is Fearsome Dreamer by Laura Eve, and the second book isn't quite out yet, but I got a copy early from Hotkey Books, and that is The Illusionists by Laura Eve. These books are just the best, because the thing I love about them most is that you think they're gonna go one way with it. You think she's gonna do one thing, and then she does like something you would never have guessed. And you probably don't want to watch this review if you haven't read the first book, Fearsome Dreamer, but I have a review of this book too, so you can go, and that will be down below. And just, it's so good. It follows a girl named Rue, who has the talent and is recruited by some people from the capital city, and is given a teacher to teach her the talent. And it's kind of like, it explores lucid dreaming and stuff like that, but there's also like, she lives in a place called Angletaw, which is like England in the future, and the rest of the world is called World, and they have a thing called Life, which is like a virtual reality thing that they're all jacked into, and it explores that as well. You don't really get to see World very much, you just get to hear about it from White's point of view in this book, but you do get to explore it in The Illusionists. So if you haven't read Fearsome Dreamer, please go away now, because I'm gonna spoil it by giving you the plot summary of The Illusionists. So The Illusionists, I think it comes off basically where we left off. Rue is in World with Ren, and she's kind of trying to settle in, but it's not really going very well because she can't get the implant to jack herself into life, so she can't really integrate herself into the society of World. But she meets this girl called Cho, and she starts having a friendship with her, and she kind of starts to regret leaving and starts having dreams of Ren and of White. And you get White's point of view as well. The only thing I did not like about this book, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, so I loved it even with this, is that for the first 100 pages-ish, White and Rue are in different places. Like, he's in Angletaw and she's in World, and it's really upsetting because I love them as a couple. I think I want them to be together forever and ever, and then they weren't at the beginning, and it was just so sad. But I really loved what this explored, because it explored much more of the talent, and you got to see why Rue's so special, and also explored things that some talented can do and some talented can't do, like the fact that Rue figures out she can do some things that White had never even heard of, and everybody thinks he's the most powerful, talented there is. So the fact that he didn't even know about it, he can't do it, shows that there are things that some talented are like more disposed to. And it also shows a lot of World and how they're devoted to life. And you got to see a lot of characters that were from World, and a lot of different characters from World. Also, the castle, that blew my mind, like totally blew my mind. I'd never expected anything that happened with the castle, and the ending was just, the ending was just, I wish I could talk about it with someone. Someone needs to read this. I need someone to read this. I have challenged one of my friends, Shauna, to read the first book, and she bought it off eBay, and now she needs to read this one when she's finished Fearsome Dreamer, because I need someone to talk about the ending with. If any of you happen to have got an advance creator's copy of this too, please just message me so that we can talk about the ending, because I really need to. I really loved it though. I just didn't see it coming, and I love that when a book does that, when you don't see the ending coming, like even a little bit. So I love this one. I enjoyed it a lot more than Fearsome Dreamer, and I didn't think that was possible because I really loved Fearsome Dreamer so much. And yeah, it was just a great series overall. I think this is the last book. by the ending, it definitely seems like it's the last book. So I kind of want more of this series, but I can see that it's ended now, but I kind of just want a whole book of Rue and White. That would be the best. I just want a whole book of those two. That would just be really, really great. So yeah, that was my review of The Illusionists by Laura Eve, and you should all check out this series and check out this book when it comes out if you haven't read if you've read Fearsome Dreamer, because it is so good. Really, really good. It kind of blows itself out of the water and just explores some new concepts that you never would have thought it would explore. So I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I will see you next time. Goodbye.